What's up, everybody? I am Dr. Lewis, founder of Atlanta Couple Therapy, licensed psychologist, and I am here with
Brenda Moore, a relationship coach through Atlanta Couple Therapy.
So, guys, we want to talk about some of the things that get in the way of having a true partnership. When you're married and you want to be married for the long haul, you're going to need to create a partnership with your spouse. What's one thing that you think gets in the way of a partnership?
One of the things that I see over and over is that the couple have not established where they're headed. They're not really sure of their destiny. And so one person is going in one direction, the other person is going in a totally different direction.
That's good. I think that, having some conversations about where are we headed, what's the mission, what's the purpose that we want produced out of this union. And one of the things that I do as a couples therapist with my clients is we'll talk about having a state of the union. Like on Friday nights, that's your state of the union conversation to talk about, all right, how are we doing on our mission? We set our goals at the beginning of the year. How are we doing with those goals? Anything else that you think that gets in the way of a partnership?
Well, the open communication is important. And so often when the couple gets together to talk about what they want, one person is talking and the second person needs to also listen. And so sometimes that's a problem, because what happens in the conversation is one partner is preparing their speech or they rebuttal.
Yes.
And so they didn't even hear what their partner said to them. And so at some point you have to just say, hey, let's take a time out and let's figure out, first of all, where we're headed. And then it makes it easier to be able to communicate what our feelings are and what our thoughts are. And then we can set up a goal. Because if the goal is not clear, then the middle and the first steps are going to go in all different directions, because we don't even know where we're headed.
Be clear about your direction before anything else. Where are we headed? Where are we going? You said something that I think is important for us to go back to, and that is your feelings and thoughts. How often do you see that people's feelings get in the way of walking in as a partnership?
It's really, really difficult. And most people need help with that, because they end up talking about their feelings without really dealing with the real issues. And so the feelings covers everything that they see. And so as a result, they're responding totally to feelings, and you fail to resolve issues if you don't really deal with, okay, what is our true problem? Because we make resolving the issue be about how we feel about each other, when actuality we need to be practical and look at what the situation is, whether it's finances, whether it's child rearing, whether it could be a number, it could be a lot of different things. But we need to take all of the frosting off the cake and sit down and look at what are we really debating, what are we really arguing about, because it gets so wrapped up in feelings that we may carry on a conversation for months and sometimes years and never deal with what the real issue is. And so it's important when you're creating a partnership, take time by yourself and sit alone where you're able to really figure out what your feelings are, because without being able to communicate them clearly, your partner will never be able to meet you, and the two of you work together to create that partnership that we all want.
And I think that's one of the benefits of seeing a coach like you, is that like you help them unravel some of those feelings, because feelings can distort their whole reality and their outlook on their relationship. Whereas they see you and you help them with identifying, well, what is going on? Let's kind of get to the root of it and unpack it.
And so often by the time the couple gets to a counselor or a therapist, there's so much baggage attached. There is so many triggers. There's so many things that have been said between the couple that have become so painful that it's even difficult to approach the subject. And so sometimes you need a mediator to come in and to help you clear out all the garbage so that you can look at the situation and make a decision that makes sense for the couple, because each of us come with baggage. I don't care
Yeah.
how sane you are. I don't care how logical you are, how practical you are. There is garbage that's attached because so often we treat feelings as facts.
That's
Instead,
true.
yeah, instead of really being able to say, okay, this is more about how you feel than what the situation is. And so getting support and being able to do that will allow you to talk to each other without the feelings attached and create a partnership that you long for.
Ooh, yes, that is good. We want to see you get there. We want to see you get to that place where you are in the partnership that you longed for, the one that you dreamed of, the one that when you said, I do, what you saw in that vision. We want to help you get back there. And so if you would like some support with how to unpack some of the baggage that's happened in the past that you guys have struggled with being able to really get to the root of, then I invite you to contact us. And you can reach us at atlantacoupletherapy.com. You can also reach us at 404-496-8070. We'd love to help you unpack the things that have been troubling your relationship.